just who exactly is Dabi? I mean, what did he tell HAWKS? I'd die to find out. And it looks like HAWKS will as well. What's up? It's Truth Hero, and welcome back to yet another My Hero Academia chapter review. Boku no Hero Academia chapter 267 on the manga. There's so many theories to discuss from this chapter. What did Dabi tell HAWKS? Were they friends in the past? Who exactly is Dabi? Also, Mirko stays slain, and will Tokoyami be the one to take out Dabi? Let's dive into this one. The chapter opens with a nice little flashback to the internship with Tokoyami and HAWKS, with Bird Boy asking Birdman about his weaknesses. HAWKS says, well, if I were to say, it'd have to be fire. Tokoyami has the same weakness with Dark Shadow, so perhaps this hints at Tokoyami getting advice on how to face his hard counters. Remember this for later, alright? Also, HAWKS having a weakness to fire is not a good thing right now considering who he's fighting. We got a hint at this weakness when HAWKS fought the Nomu alongside Endeavor, which we'll actually see tomorrow in the anime, but it's clear that bird feathers and fire do not mix, and this was used as a last resort in this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, this chapter also gave us the best super move in all of My Hero Academia. Fat Taxi. I mean, what could be better than this? What could be better than Fatgum carrying around not one Tokoyami, but 4 students at the same time? Must be really warm in there. I wonder if it's kind of like how a little kangaroo feels. Is that creepy? It's creepy. But anyway, Denki Kaminari is one of these students, and he's like, Fatgum, this is great and very comfortable, but I want to go back and fight the villains. And Fatgum has to explain to him, look, we all have our individual skill sets and our unique roles in this mission. Patience, young Padawan, you'll be needed again. As we saw here, Denki's role was widespread suppression of villains. It was his job using his electricity quirk to really subdue the majority of minor villains so that he could narrow the siege, so that other more, if you will, specified heroes could go after villains that are more specified and even dangerous themselves. Although he's not the only impatient student within Fatgum's Fat Taxi. Keep your eyes on Tokoyami. Also, even though Denki is rather impatient here, there's this little tiny panel where students are mumbling about something. These are the students in the Fat Taxi, and Denki says, I'd like to live here. So, I don't know. Now on to the really good stuff in this chapter. HAWKS vs. Dabi. Also, these Dabi panels in this chapter are amazing, so shout out to Horikoshi and his staff. Dabi is going full fire force on HAWKS. I mean, I don't think Shinra could even keep up. HAWKS can barely catch his breath as Dabi is pummeling him with volleys of flames, all while taunting him, saying, well, no mistakes, right, hero? This is the first time we've really seen Dabi emotional in a fight. For a fire user, a blue flame user at that, which burns hotter than orange flames, he's always been rather cold and really not too emotional, even in a fight, even when it's very serious. But now that Twice is dead, Dabi is enraged. I mean, he's fired up in the worst way possible, and you can see that even just from a manga panel, which will look amazing when animated, his firepower is off the charts. There's also this, oh snap, ooh, he went too far. Like, what did he just say? Moment here when HAWKS tells Dabi, you don't seem to have the expression of someone that just lost a colleague. And Dabi's like, wow, dude, your words are too harsh. Yeah, I can't cry because my tear glands are burning. With Twice, my dreams came true. Of course I'm sad. Wow, real mature, HAWKS, making fun of a man with a disability. Calling this dude unsympathetic because he literally can't produce tears. A+ hero. First off, HAWKS did not make it better for himself. But secondly, we did learn this. If you remember a while ago, Dabi has this moment at the end of the chapter where he's reflecting on killing the pro hero Snatch, and he's talking about how people assume he's not sympathetic when he does things like this. But he notes, yeah, I can't cry, there's something wrong with my tear ducts, and we did see that when he does produce tears, it's just blood coming out. HAWKS tries to find information on Dabi and wonders, who exactly is he? But another question is, who exactly is HAWKS? Flashback time. As we know, HAWKS from a very young age was put into a special government program to become a hero. Little HAWKS, or Little Keigo, who is absolutely adorable by the way, says he wants to be someone who gets rid of bad guys. And he says that he wants to be like the guy who saved him as he looks at his doll, which is an Endeavor plushie. Huh, small world, huh? Dabi tells HAWKS and us as an audience some crap about not really going along with the League of Villains or agreeing with everything that Shigaraki is doing. He says that his goal is still being that single human, that single person to achieve and set in motion the hero killer Stain's will. And then he says, "Goodbye, HAWKS." yeah, okay, sure. We all know what Dabi really said to HAWKS in this blacked out speech bubble.
No, I am
Touya Todoroki.
No, it's not true. That's impossible!
Now, this is all great and everything. Horikoshi continues to tease us, and HAWKS actually knows the truth, but it still doesn't answer the question, how does Dabi know HAWKS' real name, Takami Keigo? I mentioned in my previous chapter review that it's possible Dabi obtained this information by hacking into Endeavor's computer, since Endeavor might know HAWKS' name since they worked together in the past to defeat the Nomu. And that still may be true, but there's another theory that's floating around the internet right now, and one that could possibly explain why HAWKS is so shocked by this. As we know, HAWKS was part of this government hero program, but what if Dabi, or Touya Todoroki as a child, was also trained by the government, and these two budding heroes knew each other? What if little Touya and little Keigo were actually classmates in this program? They are around the same age, so it's possible that Dabi simply remembers this winged kid named Takami Keigo from his days as a government hero trainee. Also, as we see in this chapter, when the officials are talking to HAWKS, they tell him, look, this training is very hard, it's not to be taken lightly. So it's possible that Touya Todoroki felt too stressed out from this rigorous training, and that paired with Endeavor's expectations of him to perform as a hero eventually led little Touya Todoroki down the path of villainy to become Dabi. We may later see a flashback with Endeavor talking to Touya about this program and Touya revolting against him, and we may see the inner workings of the Hero Society government, and believe me, it's not going to be a pretty picture. I'm going to let fellow YouTuber TurtleQuirk explain this theory further in a video of his, because it's his and he has a better grasp of it. So if you're watching, homie, all you. I'll also try to remember to link his Twitter thread in the description below so you guys can check it out. But it's a pretty solid theory in my opinion. That being said, I have two reservations about this theory. One is the simple question, why wouldn't Endeavor train Touya Todoroki at home just like he did Shoto? We assume that he would. He trained Shoto at home, that's where the abuse took place, and Shoto just happened to endure it. But as for Touya Todoroki, he was trained, he was abused, and then he ran away. That's what we all expect. That's what we see from Endeavor's guilt. Also, Endeavor's the best hero besides All Might. He has the resources. Why not just take your son home and give him all the advice you can? Doesn't really make sense to use a different program. But it's not impossible. Let's say this government program is very prestigious. So Endeavor enrolling Touya Todoroki in a hero program might actually be the reason why Shoto was not allowed in the program. See, if Touya Todoroki dropped out, then Endeavor's bridges are burned with his government contacts, no pun intended, so Endeavor then can't enroll Shoto in this government hero program. So that's a minor thing, but it is still plausible. Number two is, you'd think the government would remember. If you just see the League of Villains, who's on everyone's watch list in the police, and Hero Society's trying to deal with them, if you see one of their members, the Blue Flame guy, attack your number one hero Endeavor, or at least make contact with him, and then attack UA, you'd think the government would be like, oh, that's that dropout kid Touya Todoroki from our program. What? That's crazy. Now, it's possible that Endeavor is suppressing this information, and that would just be a crazy theory if Endeavor doesn't want this to come out, that his son has, turned into a villain, and I'm sure he doesn't. So it's possible that Endeavor is sort of keeping that on the DL. The other thing is, though, Dabi's quirk would have to mutate or change somehow from Touya Todoroki to Dabi for the government not to recognize this. Unless Endeavor is suppressing the information, I don't think the government's just going to forget about Touya Todoroki, some dropout kid, and then you see him as a villain. So maybe Touya Todoroki's flames were orange, and then through his villainous training they turned into blue flames. So It's still possible, the theory still works out, but it's more a question of what's more likely in this scenario. And actually, I do like the idea of Endeavor suppressing this information. But other than this, it is a perfect explanation for how Dabi knows HAWKS' real name. What do you guys think about this theory? Comment down below. Were HAWKS and Dabi once classmates and even friends in a government hero program? Now before we talk about the end of the chapter with my boy Tokoyami, let's make some time and room for everyone's favorite thick bunny hero, Mirko. I mean, would it be a My Hero Academia chapter without her? Come on. Mirko is thinking about her limits as she fights these Nomu and continues on to the doctor's location despite her exhaustion and injury. She says to herself, "It doesn't matter if you die, just achieve your goal, then die. Keep on running." Oh my gosh. Horikoshi, please don't kill off Miruko's character. I mean, Easter's right around the corner. What are we gonna do without her? Mirko is a true hero by this attitude alone. I mean, we just saw the JP Hero Billboard charts in the anime, and I gotta say, she deserves her spot on the list. Should be even higher. Endeavor with the assist. Heroes never give up. Mirko is clearly going for the win here. I mean, she's aiming for Shigaraki's tank, and this is great because those thick thighs could actually save some lives. Also, it's intriguing because if her foot does make contact with that glass, you know it's about to break. And by the next chapter, we might see Shigaraki wake up prematurely. So, everyone, don't sleep on the events at Jaku Hospital. Right before Dabi is about to destroy HAWKS, Best Bird Boy jumps into the fight to save his sensei. Tokoyami, it's your time to shine. Tokoyami sees HAWKS and obviously he wants to help. Thinking back to the beginning of the chapter, maybe Tokoyami has found a way to overcome his weakness of fire. Think about this, an enraged Dabi versus Tokoyami in Dark Shadow with that righteous indignation for his sensei HAWKS. That's a good fight. That's like best offense versus best defense. A great game. Also, my theory that Tokoyami will actually be the one to take out Dabi just got a lot more plausible here. We may even see Tokoyami go dark and lose control of Dark Shadow in this battle, which adds another element and layer to the whole Star Wars theme that Horikoshi has going on for the current chapters in the manga, and for the whole Dabi is a Touya Todoroki backstory reveal that we all expect to be seeing quite soon. Plus, what will Shoto think if Tokoyami is in fact the one to take out Dabi and then it's revealed later that Dabi is his brother Touya Todoroki? Maybe we'll get Shoto vs Tokoyami. Plus, even if Tokoyami still hasn't yet mastered his ability to take on a fire user, don't forget that Denki, Jutsu, Komori, and Facum are pretty much right behind him, so he's not alone, and these students may even have the upper hand when facing Dabi. As always guys, thanks for watching. But what do you think about the theories in this chapter? Are Dabi, Touya Todoroki, and Takami Keigo HAWKS actually friends from long ago in a government hero program? And what's going to happen when Tokoyami and Dark Shadow take on Dabi? Let me know down below in the comments. Oh, and also if you could, please pray for Mirko. If you enjoy My Hero Academia content and these chapter reviews, consider enrolling at UA today by subscribing, and tap that bell so you're never late for a lesson. Until next time, plus ultra.